In this video, we're going to be talking about the installation of our new ironer, things that we're going to be doing in the future here at Splash 'Em Out.
Today is a big day. We have the ironer coming. We've cleared out this entire area right here. This is where we have folders and folding tables and whatnot. Now you'll have the Fotex, and then we'll have our Continental ironer going this way. And so that will make things so much easier, pulling things right out of the washer straight to the ironer. We have a lot going on here. I can't wait to show you what's going to be happening today as far as the installation of this ironer. We have the electric pulled right here. This is the electric. My electrician came in on Friday, so it's ready. We have plumbers coming, and they're going to run the gas to the ironer. We have our roofer coming to make the penetrations on the roof for the exhaust, and I guess plumb that on down to the ironer. Like I said, an exciting day, and I look forward to sharing our journey here as far as getting this thing installed. There's the ironer. Thing's pretty big. They made it. What are they going to do, Jeff? Are they going to just drop it right there and forklift it in?
Yeah, I think they're going to fork it off the side of the truck there and run it around here and take it in that garage door.
This is Jeff with Machinex. He's the one that sold us the ironer. He is out of Ohio. What part of Ohio? Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, yeah.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, home of the Bengals and
the Reds and all that
Reds,
good stuff.
Yes. And we're putting in a ironer here. And what ironer did I get?
You got the Continental X2125, which means it's a 20-inch diameter roll, 125 inches long, gas heated.
And what can I do with that?
You can do a lot. You can do a lot of sheets and tablecloths and pillowcases, pretty much any flat work, any linen, anything for hotels, hospitals. You'll be able to do it at a much higher speed. It actually provides a primary fold, so it helps you handle the sheets and the linen as it comes through. It makes it a lot easier.
There's the ironer. These are plastic. So here's the ironer on a forklift. These guys are guiding in here, getting close.
Yeah.
Got to turn the machine around, don't we?
Yeah, it's a big old machine.
All right, there's Sonny. What's up, Sonny? He's in here, gonna do some plumbing work. They're gonna run a gas line for the Continental ironer. So he's got to do some measurements and see where he's gonna get the gas from. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Like that?
Yes,
what are you gonna do?
We're gonna run some gas lines and hopefully get you going today.
All right, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Getting everything in place. And then they took the pallet off. Now we're putting everything in place. This is where it's gonna sit. We have the Fotex here and then the ironer there. And thinking that the ironer is gonna be back a little bit further so we can stage everything going into the ironer. And we still have enough space up here to do whatever we need to do. We got Keith and Brandon here from the Machinex, and they're gonna be putting everything together. As you see, we have the box truck backed in over here because we had a load to come in, but we've moved all our folding over here temporarily, and we're packing the pillows and putting those in. And so who works more, Kelly or me?
Kelly. Kelly's working.
Kelly works harder than me?
Yes.
Kelly works harder than me?
Yes.
And do you ever see me working?
Well, I never see working you.
That's terrible. Everything's a process. We have the plumbers here. We're waiting on the roofer to run the exhaust up. So there's the power that's hanging down, ready to get plugged in. The situation is this. We had electric run, which is perfect. In the drawings, it shows, not your fault, anybody's fault. In the drawings, it shows the electric goes here. Well, here's the electric.
Perfectly positioned.
And it goes all the way here. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to build a junction box or something and come over here. Not a big deal. But you're gonna have these things happen. Continental's drawings are incorrect, that's all. Now we're gonna be putting a vent pipe here. My roofer told me that they don't do the roof penetrations, even though I had scheduled this for 2 months ago to get done. We're gonna go ahead and get this done. He said he would come over here later in the day to do the roof penetration and go ahead and flash it and everything. But here's the Continental machine. This is gonna be nice. you see Kelly is going to be very excited because now we don't have much worries about doing sheets. They're getting the gas lines run, and then they're going to tie in over here to the machine, and then we have the vent pipe going up. I've got the roofer coming later today to make that penetration, and then there's the electric's all hooked in right there. We're good to go. Walk around here, everything's level, looks good. This is what the front of the machine looks like, ready for production. Here's the view from afar. I'm upstairs and I'm looking down. You see the Continental ironer, and then you see the washers. I'm replacing the front washers with Continental 450G force machines. I'm standing here with Jeff from Machinex, and I guess the biggest problem we have is getting all the trays together and getting everything done. We would have been finished, what, several hours ago if everybody came together the way they were supposed to. I can always count on my electrician. I can't count on plumbers and roofers. But, you know, doing this, do you have any suggestions on how to get people together at once to get this done? Was this pretty fluid to you?
Well, I think it ended up all right because we were able to kind of adjust as we went along. But, you know, communication and planning beforehand, that's all you can do. And even then, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But, you know, we try to come. We actually came with our pipe machine and some of this ducting in case we had to, and it turned out we had to.
Yeah, you did a great job. It turned out looking great. So as far as production is concerned, what do you see in our facility that's going to make us produce more? Do you think this is going to help us get to the next level?
Oh, for all the flat work, that's going to be a game changer. You can do things now in less than a minute that'll take people, you know, 10, 15 minutes to do. It's going to be a whole heck of a lot more profitable. You're going to move items through here at a rate you never have before.
I was talking to you about replacing this front row.
Right.
And it's going to be nice because these, I think, are 1 or 2 G-force. And so we're looking at the Continental soft mount. What are they called?
It's the new Genius series.
Genius series. Now, what's going to make that so much better than what I have on the front row here?
Well, it is soft mount, so you're going to get all the best features on it. It's going to run at about 400 to 450 G-force. So you're going to get out a lot of water, which can make it go right to the ironer. You're not going to have to condition. You're also going to get that big 11-inch touchscreen display, which is very intuitive to program. And then you're also going to find you're going to have easier signal programming for your chemicals and get everything right and adjusted to go through the ironer. So you don't have any of that gunk that built up on the ironer roll.
I see. So you do not want to put anything like softener in here going through the ironer?
You can, but you just got to make sure you rinse it thoroughly. And you'll see, especially if you see little dark spots showing up on your linen and then you turn around and wash it and they come out, that's because you didn't have a good rinse, which could be a clogged drain in some cases. But
yes, well, with these troughs, I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem. And we're going to take this front row and flip to the back, and we're talking about maybe hopefully getting, I think, 3 80s and 160, and that would take up this entire row.
Pretty much, yeah.
Look pretty nice. So I'm pretty excited to see.
Oh, they'll look nice.
What I just want them to produce.
Yeah, they'll produce.
Produce.
You'll have three big monsters here.
I don't like seeing an empty washer ever. So this is going to really help the drying. Putting so much work in those dryers, it will help the dryers last a lot longer as well.
Oh yeah, you're going to put in less weight as a result.
Yes. Well, thank you, and I look forward to getting these washers from you next.
Yeah, we look forward to it too. Thank you.
We have the machine on. This is the Intell Control. So this shows everything about the system, and look at the rollers going right here.
If it's too hot, sometimes it'll stay running to cool itself down. So even though sometimes you hit stop, it's still going to stay running.
Thank you for coming down.
No problem. Thank you.
Up with Jodan. Can you tell me some of the items that people use the ironer for to make their lives easier and more productive?
Certainly. Mostly it's going to be linen, what we call flat work. So anything from sheets, tablecloths, pillowcases, anything. You can even put fitted sheets through it, but it's not going to come out quite as well as a nice flat sheet. Anything that fits within 125 inches and is a single 2-ply layer, you'll be fine. And you can adjust the speed.
And so I see here underneath we have the LEDs. So that's to adjust whether you're doing like a smaller item versus a king size sheet or a
You're gonna
large
wanna center it
tablecloth.
up. Yep. Center it up on that LED, and you'll have the 3 lanes. If you're doing if you had 3 people doing pillowcases because you had a lot of pillowcases,
Okay.
they could all be putting it on the D table right there.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So do people normally put towels through this?
No, there's a static bar on that machine. If you run items through that are dry, when you have friction, heat, and no moisture to lubricate, you're going to create a lot of static. And so that static bar will get rid of some of that. But you really want to run this when it's wet, but the minimal amount of moisture in it. But these are dry right now. We can practice with these and see what happens.
Jeff's not a good operator.
I'm not a good operator.
Man, it's folded. Look at that. I wouldn't want him to fold our sheets, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's getting better. So you can take that in.
Nice.
Put it in the tray. Put it in the tray. Stretch it out so you get this leading in.
Good job, Kelly. Good job, Veronica. Nice.
Your first sheet.
Looks better.
Yeah, then when you're picking up, just fold it in half and you're done.
Yep, look at that. Nice. Very nice. And there they go, the pillowcases. Oh, nice. Nice. Good job, Veronica. All right.
This is our new Continental ironer. It will do multiple things such as sheets, tablecloths, napkins, linens. It will not do towels, for those of you who may think it will. That's where our Foltex comes into play. But it will do all the flat iron that you need. Over here, you see that we do have a row of various washers from 60 to 30 to 40s. This row will be eliminated. We have some new Continental washers coming in with 450 G-force. And that will enable us to remove our linens and pull them straight from the washer and go straight to the ironer. So you're actually going to save the step of putting it in the dryer. Over here we have our trusty friend, the Foltex. We'll do our towels, our robes, basic clothing, everything pretty much A to Z with the exception of just a few minimum items. Over here, you remember that we used to have our folding where the ironer is. We have now moved our folding over to here. I'm hoping this is going to be an ideal situation. Of course, once we get to process in full force with the ironer, we'll know. Here we're going to have a table with rollers on it so that when it comes to the end, we'll just be able to process right here and move to the tables. As you can see here, we have our current shelving that we just purchased a few months ago. It does look like, however, we've outgrown this shelving, so we do have the option of going up with shelving or going to another area, which will be in the back where we have some of our dirty linen stored waiting to be processed.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe and tell us what you think in the comments below.